So good morning, guys. I'm just getting all set up here for today's live stream. Just gonna wait for people to start showing up. I have my trusty handy dandy water bottle right here because it's good to hydrate and drink water. So like right now in life, it's been kind of crazy. There's been so many things going on, and I will be sharing some of these things in the next few weeks or so. So I'm really excited for that. Hello, happy Sunday. Hi, hey, hello everyone. I hope everyone had a really good week. How did everyone's week go? For me, it's been really busy and really crazy. So I'm just happy to just sit here and just like relax. Oh yeah, so also one thing is that I would have to say oh yeah, no, I would have to say, like, stuttering wise, I had a few stuttering experiences because I'm in massage therapy school. I'm taking a massage therapy course, and I had a few experiences this week, which I know you all can relate to, regarding introducing myself and saying my name. So I know that's a big thing for us when we introduce ourselves. Exams. Oh yes. I actually have a quiz tomorrow in one of my classes, so how to control stuttering. I have a few videos on this, on certain things, certain tips that help me to control my stuttering, so you can go check that out. But honestly, I mean, it's very hard to control stuttering, you know. You can try to relax as much as possible, but sometimes that doesn't work. It all depends on the type of stutter you have and that type of thing. So yeah, because I mean, oh, are you using bouncing technique right now? No, I mean I'm not using any technique now. This is just my own voice. So I'm not using any technique. So this is just me speaking to you guys raw, just raw in front of the camera. So hi Minka. Hey Ash. But yeah, but like it was really embarrassing though because I started massage therapy school this week, and it was so embarrassing because we all had to do those group things, like where we stand in a circle and we introduce ourselves, and it was so embarrassing because when we all had to talk about ourselves and say our names, and when it came time to say my name, as you can imagine, I said it really bad, really badly. So I could barely, I could, it took me, I probably blocked on my name about 5 times. I was like, Minka. And then when I got to the part when I said that I was in the Marine Corps, I was like, Marine Corps. Like, I said it so bad. It was so embarrassing. But everyone was really nice, so that was awesome. You're speaking very well. Yeah, you know, it's just one of those times right now where I'm just I guess more fluent today. So just all depends. Some days I'm very fluent, some days I'm not fluent at all. So today just happens to be one of those like fluent days. Any speech therapy is required to control stuttering. So basically it kind of depends on the person. So I mean for me, I have done speech therapy, and there are certain things that did help me. Like there is one technique that has helped me, but the thing is when I'm speaking in everyday life, I'm not going to be thinking about using a technique. So honestly, not really for me. But I mean, speech therapy could help you. Like if you use some of the techniques that you learn, then it honestly can really help. But like for me personally, I just didn't want to go through my life just constantly thinking of techniques and you know while I'm talking, because mentally for me I just felt like I was like, you know, like I had to have something that of me that had to be fixed, and it was not really a nice feeling. That's just personally though. So, but speech therapy can definitely help too, for sure. For me, I just choose to look at stuttering as like I choose to look at stuttering in a different light, not like almost like more of a positive thing in a way, even though many times it is not a positive because I feel like it can hold a person back in life, or at least hold me back. But yeah, it's all personal preference, but I would definitely recommend trying speech therapy just to see how it goes for you and just to see how you do like it. So try it for sure. Hi Minka, how are you? Hey, I'm doing really good. How about you? So yeah, I started massage therapy school this week, so I've been really enjoying that a lot. I hope you are doing well too. You are pretty. Thank you. Hydrate. But yeah, no, I mean, when I was going to speech therapy back in 2013, there are things that you can learn that can help it, but there's not really a cure for stuttering. But there are certain techniques in speech therapy that can really help. So honestly, if you really want to go to speech therapy, then please do it. I mean, it doesn't help to see if it works for you or not. I mean, why not try it and just see how it goes. Jay Villa asked, how do you feel or how do you deal with phone calls? So with that, I actually have a video on that as well. I have a few videos on dealing with phone calls and doing phone interviews. But honestly, like how I deal with it is I I hate making phone calls, and I have gotten a little better with that, but I still get very nervous with it. I just honestly, it kind of does help me knowing that I'm not like talking to the person, like the person's not like right in front of me. So I just make the call because um I mean, in life there's a lot of calls that we'll have to make and everything, so it can be hard to avoid the phone. But I just sometimes what can help me is sometimes if I look in the mirror, like if I'm on the phone and I look at myself speak, that can actually help a lot. Other things that can help is like if I've just finished working out or something like that, then that can help me boost confidence. But then usually for me, like if I start stuttering on the phone, I'll just be stuttering like on every word almost, or almost every word. So it just kind of depends on how the entire um just on it depends on many things, but I don't know honestly how I deal with it. I just make the call and just stutter through. So yeah, I'm great. You're like a friend, so really good to see you. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I love these live streams because it's like talking to a bunch of friends. It's really awesome. Shawshank says, for me, some words like HAPYB are very difficult to start. Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. So like for me, letters that begin with like P or B and M and D are very hard for me. And there's other letters too that I have trouble with, but those specifically, I have a lot of trouble saying, or I have a lot of trouble starting those words, especially my own name, which is Minka. So, like when I'm introducing myself, I will have a lot of trouble saying my name, which begins with an M. I hang up and run. LOL JK. Yeah, I mean, yeah, in life you kind of you have to speak on the phone, so it's hard to like avoid the phone. But yeah, I stutter when I'm excited or nervous. I worry a lot because I'm leaving for boot camp in 3 months. I hope I don't stutter much. Oh, nice. Which military branch are you going into? I used to be in the Marine Corps actually. But yeah, when I was about to leave for boot camp, I was very 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 nervous as well. I mean, just very very nervous, and especially in the Marine Corps when the drill instructors, when they yell at you, you know, and everything, it's just so nerve wracking. So, you know, there's a lot of pressure to like talk fast and everything, but I got through it. So I mean, you can, because I'm a very shy person. So I mean, if I got through boot camp, so can you. I did stutter a lot though. I mean, honestly, I did stutter a lot. You're looking pretty, prettier, prettiest. Thank you. Navy as culinary specialist. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, that'll be really good then, because I mean, I don't know if you want to have a job where you talk a lot, but I don't think you probably won't be using your voice that much then if you're a culinary specialist. Whereas like when I was in the Marine Corps, I worked in administration. I was an administrative specialist, and I worked in customer service, and I had to talk a lot. So it was really embarrassing, and I had to talk to, you know, many other military members. So that was interesting. But, you know, it's fine. My friends figured I don't stutter when I sing, so now they expect me to sing conversations. That's very, very funny, actually. Yeah, I mean, you know, if singing does help, then honestly, yeah, like by all means. I mean, if you want to sing, go for it. Just be like, I need to go to the store today. I need to say, like, you know, you just start singing. That's why, like, when I had to introduce myself a few times this week at massage therapy school, and oh my gosh, I mean, I wasn't gonna sing, but I was thinking about like singing my name, you know, but it was funny. So, I didn't sing when I introduced myself, but nevertheless. That was one thing I do have trouble with too, is like, you know, talking to family or friends. I still will stutter with them, you know, like even family. There's sometimes where I'll stutter more with family than I will strangers at times. It's very odd, but it's just something that I do, you know. So I'm shy and quiet. In school, no one knew I stuttered. If they knew, that would have been bad. Oh, I mean, I don't know if it would have been bad in school if they knew you stuttered. That sounds really sad. But yeah, like I'm very quiet and shy too, and the military really did help just to, you know, bring confidence, and it just made me feel like I accomplished something really really big. Just getting through the military, getting through boot camp, you know, serving my time. So that really will help you for sure. In which age did you start stuttering? I started stuttering when I was 9 or 10 years old. It was somewhere around there. So, yep. Sometimes I just like take these like little breaks, you know, not talking, because when you're like talking nonstop like this, it's like it just gets a lot of talking. So I'm just like, trying to relax too. But but yeah, I mean, just, you know, like when you go to boot camp though, just um you know, just know that boot camp will be over. So try not to worry about it that much. I don't know how the Navy boot camp is compared to the Marine Corps, but just know that it will be over. But it's a good time too. So I feel difficult with words that start with especially TBDS, just like three there. Even it feels difficult to pronounce my name. No, I totally get you. Honestly, because like when I try to pronounce my name too, it's just I have a lot of trouble saying it. Just, you know, no matter what the situation is, I just I almost always stutter on my name. So it's not really that fun, but I guess, you know, it's the way it is. So the way it is. And it's funny too because I never used to stutter on my name. Like when I was younger, I didn't I stuttered, but like I didn't used to stutter on my name. So it's very strange. I don't know why that all of a sudden started happening, honestly. I honestly have no idea. But yeah, it just started happening that way. So, and then even saying my last name I'll stutter or my middle name. Although actually on my middle name I don't stutter as much. Do you know what is the cause for stuttering? So I made a video on this as well, on the different causes of stuttering. There's many different reasons. There could be genetics, a traumatic event that happened in your life, like a traumatic brain injury or some type of issue where you hit your head. Yeah, different things, and sometimes you can just like wake up and just start stuttering. So there's honestly many different causes. So for you specifically, I wouldn't know, but there's all kinds of reasons why why a person may start stuttering. So there's all kinds of reasons why. I stutter only when I speak to my teacher, but with friends, I don't stutter at all. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense because the thing is, when you're in school, especially, your teacher is like an authoritative person to you. So you probably will stutter more with them than you will with friends. For me, I would stutter with my teachers a lot too, but with friends, I still would stutter with friends though. But to to like bosses that I've had, or when I was in the military, any of my higher ups, I stuttered a lot with them as well. So that's probably just because they're intimidating to you. I'm also the only one who stutters in my family, except a few uncles who stuttered. Okay, well, with you, that probably is from genetics, because especially if you have other family members who do stutter, then usually that is from genetics then. Because I forgot what percentage of it. I think it was like 25% of people who stutter, they had someone else in their family who also stuttered. So for you, that could be genes as well. Although don't quote me on that because I'm not a speech therapist or a speech pathologist, so I don't know. See, for me, there's no one else in my family who stuttered. My uncle, he stuttered a little bit when he was like 3, but that was just he was growing, and it was not even for a long time. It was just like a young kid thing that he just grew out of. So otherwise, I'm the only one. Can stutter get a job because I'm worried about my future? Yes, stuttering, yeah, you can get a job. I mean, I was in the military, so for me that was my job for a few years. But yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want to. It's honestly up to you. For me personally, I prefer jobs where I don't have to talk a lot. So that's just me personally. Like for me, I'm gonna be a massage therapist. So that's my future career, what I'm studying right now. I heard somewhere that singing reduces the stuttering over some part which we could hide our stuttering. Is it true? Yes, actually singing, usually when you sing, you will notice that you don't stutter. And don't quote me on this, but I think it's because like you're using a different part of your brain or something like that. But yeah, so that is actually a real thing. My twin stutters, which I think is unique. Oh wow, yeah, that's actually fascinating. You know what's funny though about like twins? I was following these two guys on YouTube one time, and they were both twins, and they also both stuttered, and they were I identical twins, yeah, and they also both stuttered. I stutter 50 times worse than you. Oh yeah, I mean everyone stutters differently. You know, I mean, again, me speaking here, I have stuttered like 10 times worse than this. But usually like how I'm talking now is pretty average, I guess, for, you know, when I'm talking to a random person. So, but yeah, I wouldn't say my stuttering is severe, although it like when I was in the Marine Corps, my stuttering was very severe. It was like every word I stuttered on. So it just for me it goes back and forth. So, yeah. That's the thing too. Like sometimes, for me at least, I'll have days where I'm pretty fluent, and other days I won't be able to say hardly any words. So that's just for me, and you know. But hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. Hello. And you can see my cat sleeping. Oops, my kitty over there. See her? She's really tired. I love her. Can stuttering be reduced by meditation? You know, it's a good question because for me, I do think that meditating can definitely help to reduce stuttering. So, I mean, I don't think it's true for everyone, but I know for me, it's not that it can reduce stuttering, but it just helps to relax you. And when you do something that relaxes you, it can help to reduce stuttering. But that might not be true for everyone, but for me it is. So if you want to, you can just give it a try. Like honestly, for me, anything that's relaxing can really make a difference with your stuttering. I am also a stutterer. I love the way you stutter. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I was never a fan of hearing my own voice. And then when I started making YouTube videos, I mean, and now I'm really used to hearing my own voice because I make YouTube videos. So I don't mind now. Have you ever gotten upset when people try and finish your sentences? Yes, actually, I don't like it when I'm trying to say something and the person I'm speaking to feels the need to finish my sentence. Although I know that they mean well, I don't like it when people finish my sentences. So I'm stuttering too. I stutter too bad. I stutter bad. Even my dad insults me among family members. I'm really sorry to hear that. I mean, if I was you, maybe I would talk to your dad, or you know, tell him how it's making you feel, because that's not nice for you to be around someone who's making fun of your stuttering, especially someone who's like really close to you, and he may think it's a joke, like he may think it's not that big of a deal. I don't know how you're reacting to when he does that, but I'm very sorry to hear that. Just I would just try and speak with him, you know, or ignore it if you don't want to. So your stuttering is getting better, Minka. Thank you for saying that, but it's actually not. It's the same. It's just today I'm having a more fluent day because I'm just feeling relaxed. But it's actually the same. Actually, this week at massage school, my stuttering was so bad. Like I was trying to say certain words, and I was trying to say my name, and I blocked like 5 or 6 times on my first name. So, and then every other word after that, I was also blocking. So it just goes back and forth. I hate when people mimic your stutter in front of you. Yes, I am the same way. I hate that as well. Um, for me, honestly, like I mean, if someone does that to me, I'm not gonna want to be around them because I think that's extremely mean. You know, like why would they make fun of you like that if they know that it's gonna hurt you? You know, that's terrible. My younger brother wants to hear my name and your voice. Please say, okay, Tanvir Ashrafi. So, so I'm gonna be on here probably for like 5 to 10 more minutes. So I'm not doing as long of a live stream today because I have to study. Family hurt you the most, which is sad. Yeah, family can definitely be very hurtful, and that can be very challenging because, especially because they're your family, you want to be close to them, you want to feel connected with them, and, that can be a very challenging thing is when they make fun of you. Because, our like family is really close to us. Thanks, you are so good. Study for what? I'm in massage therapy school right now. I'm taking a massage therapist course. So that's what I am studying. I love that you accept yourself and love yourself. I wish that every person accepts their authenticity. Yeah, I mean, I think it is very hard to do. It takes a lot of work, and there's many times I still doubt myself, and I still, when I hear myself stuttering, I hate it. But as I've gotten older, I don't really care as much, I try to avoid jobs also where I have to talk a lot, even though I have done jobs in the past. Like when I worked in customer service in the Marine Corps, and that was a lot of talking and answering phones and working with clients. But I really just, like my goal is just to have a career where I'm just really relaxed and I don't have to stress so much. Because like for me, how I see it is, if I want to do a career where I don't mind talking a lot, then I will do it. But for me personally, I don't want to be in a career where I have to talk a lot and it's constantly stressing me out. Because I've dealt with that in the past, and it's not fun. Yeah, so I'm studying massage therapy. I'm going to school to become a massage therapist. It is very fun. I am loving it a lot. We did our first massages yesterday on each other, so that was awesome. Surprisingly, when I did presentations at school, I don't stutter. Oh, nice. That's actually fascinating. I mean, because like when I think back, like when I was in high school and I was doing presentations, usually I did stutter. Although there were some times where I would also be very fluent when I would present in front of the class, so it just went back and forth. But usually I would stutter. In my life, many people are making fun about me when I stutter. That insults me, making me to control hardly 60% of my stuttering. Yeah, I mean, I'm really sorry to hear that. Honestly, I mean, like what I would do is I just would spend less time with the person that's making fun of me, because it's just gonna make me feel worse about myself. So that's what I would do. I don't stutter when I read of the when I don't stutter when I read, like I guess like read out loud, read of the paper. Yeah, that is interesting because like when I was in school, I would stutter when I would read out loud, but now I don't really stutter when I read out loud, so it's interesting. I mean, I still will stutter a bit, of course, but it's not as bad or as intense as it was when I was in high school or middle school. Yeah, I don't like people to make fun of me when I stutter, but I let them know that it's not funny and they say sorry. But happy Sunday, Minka, you and your husband watching the Super Bowl. Actually we're not gonna, well, I don't know. That's a good question. We haven't talked about that yet. I don't know if we are gonna watch the Super Bowl because it's my mom's birthday. So we're probably gonna be celebrating her birthday doing something else instead. So my husband, he really likes the Green Bay Packers. So if they were in the Super Bowl, he probably would watch it. But yeah, I don't think that they made it. So usually it's PowerPoint. Sometimes on paper. Yeah, no, I did a lot of PowerPoints when I was younger. A lot of them when I was in high school. Is there any medicine to control stuttering? I have heard like certain things can help, but honestly, to me, that's all just a scam. I've heard that they're all scams too, all that like medicine stuff. I have heard of some things, but it's all stupid, honestly, in my opinion. Just be very careful because there's a lot of stuff out there, like programs and things that will tell you that they can cure stuttering and everything, and that's not really true, and they'll charge you a lot of money. So just be very careful. There's a lot of that stuff out there. I'm 66 years old, and even if it's severe, I don't let it bother me as much as I used to. Yeah, like that's how I feel too, you know? Like, I think the older we get, like, the more we don't really care about it as much. I know for me that's been true when I was younger. I would just be traumatized from it. And even now when I do stutter, sometimes like when I had to introduce myself a few times this past week, I still like my face turned red. I still was like, I mean, my anxiety was like through the roof because I knew I had to introduce myself. But I mean, I think it really um it really, I mean, I don't know if it's true for everyone, but it can get better as you get older, just like how you see yourself regarding stuttering. I think my stuttering has made me a better person. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I don't know you personally, so I couldn't say. But if you think it's made you a better person, then that's honestly good. Yeah, I do think that people who stutter can have more like softer side to them, or they do have a part of them that's very sentimental. Because, you know, like when you do stutter, it can make you more, I don't want to say kinder, because I mean, you know, even if you don't stutter, you can still be like really kind. But those who stutter, they just have this other side to them that's just like really nice and is very understanding of others, you know. I mean, that's just from my experience, just like from what I've seen. I think it's because we have this thing in ourselves, you know. So like we know what it's like to go through struggles, you know. Do you know the name of the country Bangladesh? Oh yes, for sure. Saying that I don't stutter to myself helps. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, you know, it's like saying certain mantras to yourself. I guess you could say can help. I've actually been wanting to try that myself, so I'm actually gonna try that out and see how that goes. Now I order food that I want and not food that is easy to say. Oh yeah, that's really good because like I used to do that all the time where I would order food that I didn't really want. It was just so depressing because I love food. I love eating. It's fun. So I yeah, I don't order something now that I don't want to just because I can't say it. Do I stutter? No, I don't. What is stuttering? It's called the law of attraction. Look it up. Yeah. No, I have read about that. So but I'm gonna try that with stuttering though because that's honestly fascinating to me. So thank you for your response. Okay, bye. Bye. Is stutter come from genes? If not, and none of my family members are stutterers. No, I'm actually in my genes. No one in my family does stutter, so they're not like no one in my family has been chronic stutterers. So I know in my family it's not from genes unless it was from someone like way back, like way back. Yeah. Minka, I finally caught one of your live streams. Awesome! Hey! You came at a good time because I'm gonna be here for like 5 minutes, like 5 more minutes or so. So I've been on here for like 35 minutes. So, but yes, but to me it's just interesting because like this past week when I had to introduce myself, it was, you know, I was really trying to observe myself and just see how the others in my class would react when I was stuttering and like when I was saying my name and when I was stuttering on other words, and like everyone was just like so nice, you know, no one cared, you know, no one was judgmental about it, and it was a really nice atmosphere. So I'm really glad that I'm part of a group of students that are just really nice, really caring. So, and then I had to say this other girl's name, and I stuttered really bad when I said it. So, but it's whatever. It's just like it just brought back memories when I was in high school, and I had to introduce myself. Like my anxiety was through the roof. So only I stutter in my family. I like that you stutter and you have enough courage to do YouTube. Yeah, I mean, you know, when I first started YouTube, I was considering not doing it because, you know, especially when you stutter, you put yourself out there, and especially when you do put yourself out there, people can not be nice sometimes, especially especially on social media. But I just really wanted to do it because I didn't really know many people around me who stuttered. So I thought it would be a good way to connect around the world to others who do stutter, like me. How do you advertise that you stutter? If you have a presentation, I say I stutter, so don't worry. Yeah, no, honestly, I do the same thing as you. Usually when I stand up there and I'll start stuttering, I let my audience know that I do stutter, so that it's not awkward for them and it's not awkward for me. So that really makes a big difference, just to kind of relieve tension. 5 minutes is better than none. Yes, that's very true. I changed my first name because I couldn't say it. Oh wow, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. If that helps you, then yeah, that can work. You know, like for me, it's weird because like I used to not stutter on my first name, and then it was only the past I don't know, maybe like 7 years I started stuttering on my first name. So it's very weird. And I actually did think about changing my first name at one point, but I decided not to. So did you try some pranayama, which have, yes, I have tried that. I love yoga so much. I love meditating. So I have tried that. So all that stuff, like it does help a bit. You know, it's not like a permanent cure or anything, but it just helps to like really relax me. So I do think that can help though. Yeah. I have a stuttering, so be patient with me. It took me a lot of courage to get up here. Yeah. I'm so glad I found your channel. It gave me courage to start mine. Love your videos. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm really glad that I did start this channel. It was about a year and a half ago I started it. It just, yeah, it's amazing the community that has come here since I did start it. You know, I didn't know that, you know, it's cool to know that there are other people in the world who do stutter, you know, that are like you. It can really make you feel like you're not alone. If I were in you right now live streaming, I would stutter each word. If I were you right now live streaming, I would stutter each word more than 10 times. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just, for me, it goes back and forth. Sometimes I stutter really bad, and other times I don't really stutter that much. So, like Anulam Vilam. Oh yeah, no, I have to look that up actually. Number one stuttering tips. So the number one stuttering tip I do have is breathing. So it can be very hard though. Like I did try it when I had to say my name and introduce myself this past week twice. I was trying to remember to breathe, and that was very hard for me to try to breathe when I knew I was going to stutter on my name. But I think the key is just try not to think of it as like a big deal, you know, just try to think of your stuttering as like, because the other person, like when you do stutter, the other person is not going to be like thinking about it. Usually, I mean, they're not going to be thinking about your stuttering, you know, for a long time. You know, they're not going to be focusing on you really, if that makes any sense. So it's not like as big of a deal as you make it out to be. So like I know like I make more of a big deal out of it than I should. And I do think sometimes that does cause me to stutter more. Yeah, and just like, yeah, like saying that, you know, just like relaxing and saying, just telling yourself it'll be okay, that can really help as well. So, you know, just trying to just like talk to yourself. See, hello, when I stutter, my problem is the TPSA and you. Yeah, no, I stutter a lot with words with multiple syllables, like bubble, pop, 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 papa, Virginia, um, administrative, you know, like it's just, and then my name, of course, like words that start with M, D, B, P. And other letters. I have to think about them. Sometimes people giggle at me because they think I'm kidding. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think that some may think that like you're faking a stutter. I have had that too a bit in the past, where like they think I'm faking it, or some of them hardly hear my stuttering. Like if I'm having a very fluent day, they won't even know that I stutter. It's really weird. I'm like, can you not hear my voice? But yeah. My stuttering is very psychological. Yeah, for me, I think mine is, a lot of it is psychological, but I think some of it is neurological. I think for me it's both. I think for me it's like it like brought it out. Like certain things brought out my stuttering. That's what I think it is. Let's see. Goodbye, beautiful. Bye. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to go. So I hope you guys all have a really good day. This has been a great 45 minutes hanging out with you all. So the time goes by fast. But I will see you next Sunday for our next live stream. So I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.